Again, we're going to look at two polynomials or two rational expressions we want to multiply to each other. X minus 3 over x plus 5 times 10x plus 50 over 7x minus 21. And one thing that I get a habit of doing is I kind of guard and put parentheses around those just as a reminder for me that it's the entire terms that we're looking at. And that's helpful that I don't make a mistake. Now, when we multiply these things through, we multiply top times top, bottom times bottom. But also, too, you might have remembered, sometimes it's easier to work a problem if you simplify it before you do the hard lifting. So let's see if we can simplify this problem. And in order to do that, let's look to see if there's any common factors anywhere. X minus 3 doesn't factor, so that stays x minus 3. X plus 5, likewise, does not factor. 10x plus 5, however, does factor. That factors into a 10 and a x plus a 5. And the 7x minus 21, I can factor out a 7, and I'm left with x minus 3 remaining. And notice that everything on top, I have three factors on the numerator. X minus 3 times 10 times x plus 5. X plus 5 times 7 times x minus 3 on the bottom. So everything's being multiplied to each other, and then I can see, are there any common factors? Yes, there are. There's an x plus 5. I can factor those out. And likewise, there's x minus 3 and x minus 3. I can factor those out as well. So I'm left with a result of 10 over 7. With the understanding that we had a restriction in our original problem where anytime the denominator would equal 0. So this is true for all x's that does not equal negative 5, because if it did, this would be 0, and I would divide by 0, or this one right there, which is 7x minus 21 equals 0, 7x equals 21, x equals to 3. So there's my solution, 10/7 with the understanding that there are a couple of restrictions, negative 5 and 3 for x.